Yeah.
Hey, what's going on, people? This is Speederman here once again with another film review. And this time I got a good film to review, a good slasher parody from the 80s. It's called The Doom Asylum. And I never heard of this film, but I watched it, and man, am I glad I did, guys. So, this is basically a slasher parody. And okay, let's talk about the plot. So, anyways, so we have these kids, and they decide to go, just go out and freaking, I guess, party, hang out at this abandoned warehouse or whatever. And in the warehouse, there's this guy who, I guess, is his lawyer, and he died, but everybody thought he was dead, but he came back from the dead, and he's all disfigured, and he kind of looks like a mix between Leatherface and Freddy Krueger. Very very goofy looking makeup and very bad makeup, I should say. But yeah, the one by one he starts killing off everybody, of course, and of course this has all the typical cliches of a slasher film. You got the hot babes, you got a nerd, you got this group of punk girls, uh, or punk rockers or whatever, and everyone in this film, the dialogue is very cheesy, but I think it's meant to be that way. It's meant to be cheesy, laughable, goofy, and it just makes it's very self-aware of what's going on in the film, and it's poking fun of all these slasher films. You know what they do wrong, all the bad choices the teenagers make in all these slasher films, and it's very very funny and very cheesy. Like I said, the whole movie takes place during the day. There's no like nighttime, which I found very interesting. Maybe there was no budget for that. I don't know, but yeah, there's also funny lines from like I guess when Ronald Reagan was president, and there's a lot of funny lines in this film. A lot of lines, political stuff, but there is another thing I found funny about this film is that the killer, the guy who's the slasher, he likes to watch these black and white, very cheesy, I guess, black and white horror films, and you see that a lot in between, like him killing the teenagers. You freaking, he's a real fan of these horror films, and he just sits by himself watching these films. And the films are really bad too. I think for like the 1920s, and man, all I can say about this film though is, yeah, it's low budget. The effects, makeup effects suck, and the soundtrack is okay, but it's still a good film. It's one of those so bad that it's good films, and it's one of the best slasher parodies I've seen in a while. So I would really highly recommend you guys to watch this film, pick it up, add it to your collection. It's very rare. It's very hard to find, is what I heard. But if you can find it or stream it, definitely give it a watch, man. I give this an 8 out of 10, and I highly recommend this film. If you're into the horror comedy, even if you're not into slashers, I think everyone will find something that they will love from this film. I know I did, and like I said, it's not a movie to take very seriously, but it's definitely a movie that you could just make some popcorn or get your favorite snack and just eat it. Perfect Halloween movie, by the way. I would say that. So yeah, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's fucking go.